Hello everyone, I am Teany Hidalgo and I help people ignite their power through their purpose. And today I want to talk to you about my trip to see Oprah, her Vision 2020 Vision Tour, which she's doing all over the United States. And I absolutely had an amazing time, amazing. 12,000 people in the Barcalay Center in Brooklyn. Was like mind-blowing. So I wanted to talk about some of the things that I've learned through her vision tour. And let me start with the mantra, which is I can, I will, watch me. I love that mantra that she basically said throughout the entire, time that we were together, which by the way was like 9 o'clock in the morning up until about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So props to Oprah. I know she's not used to those kinds of things. And it was a lot. It was a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm from the people that were there, but also from the people who were presenting. She had a lot of people dancing. She had Juliana Huff, who did a whole Kinergy dance routine for us to like wake up after lunch. She had a guy who did meditation and breathing to help us calm our minds and be more in presence. And of course, she had Michelle Obama, at the end. That was like her key guest, along with a couple of other folks who I'll probably post some photos of in this video. So I want to talk about 3 things. I have my notes here, so I hope you guys don't mind. I'm going to be looking at my notes. So the first thing that I learned was your goal in life is about being the highest expression of you as a human being. That is your desire. And basically you have to ask yourself, how can I be more in flow to help myself be in that highest expression of myself? That's kind of like our goal, to see like, okay, how can I be the best me that I can be? And what does that look like? What does that feel like? And then go after it, right? I can, I will, watch me. Go and do it. So that's the first really great thing that I learned. The second is you can have it all, but you can't have it all at once. She talked a lot about being in presence and allowing that presence, that state of, okay, let me see how I feel, where I am right now, how I operate, allowing that moment to then dictate what do I do next, okay? And not being in presence basically means like when you say things like, well, when I do X, Y, and Z, then I'll be happy. When I become whatever, I'll be happy. When I do become or achieve whatever, then I'll be happy. And basically she says like that's the opposite of presence, which is true because we're always in the doing state. Being presence actually means being, right? So you become from the doer to the beer. And you probably have already heard human being means human being, right? Being in the presence, being in your life right here, right now. So for those who follow the teachings of Abraham Hicks, she talks about this a lot. Because, it's the whole point is to be happy in the now, so that your emotions can then guide you toward the next thing that you want to do in your life. Okay, hope that makes sense. So the third thing I learned is in order to create your vision, you need to have radical acceptance of who you are right now. And she referenced Lady Gaga, which I know that she has a video with Lady Gaga that she interviewed. And, if there's anyone that is super expressive and a true essence of who she is, it's Lady Gaga, because she basically is larger than life herself. So she says that she has learned to have radical self-love basically for herself. And the moment that you can do that, you can then say, okay, where do I go from here? So Tony Robbins says that a lot, right? He says, accept where you are right now, no better nor no worse, because that's judgment, right? Better is judgment, worse is judgment. And basically, if you're here right now, you accept exactly where you are, then you can actually move forward and take steps. So the way that you know that you're working with and you can move forward is with this keyword, which is intention. And she actually says that intention is her religion, which I love because I love intention, because intention actually makes you more purposeful. And she talks about that a lot because, as you know, she also has a book out all about purpose, just like I do. Yay! So go get her book and then go get my book too. So intention helps you become more purposeful because now you have a why. I love talking about why you do stuff. not just doing for the sake of doing, which, you know, I call that zombie mode, zombie workers, right? People who are just in the do state and just go to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, the next day and the next day, right? There's no real rhyme or reason. There's no true why, no true meaning behind it. So once you can set that intention, then that truly kind of catapults you, because it kind of fuels the fire, right? Because everyone has a fire inside. Everybody has their purpose and their desires and things that they really want to do, but they're kind of captivated and caught up in the everyday. If we can get away from that stuff and we can truly be more purposeful, that means that we're going to be guided, guys, guided. That's so important. Setting intention, knowing your why, helps you be guided toward your purpose. It helps you become more purposeful. And like I said, I call it your why. And once you have that, you can then kind of move forward. It sparks that power inside of you to move in the direction of your dream. So Oprah was talking about that too. So I love, 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 love that. So for those of you who were able to go to her event, I'd love to hear what your comments are and what your experience is and it has been through, you know, all the different cities and shows that she's had. I absolutely adored her. And she was so funny. She actually had like a little monologue in the beginning where she was just hilarious. And I appreciate her so much. I always said I want to be the Latina Oprah. Maybe it'll happen one day. So I hope you enjoyed these 3 things that I learned from Oprah's Vision 2020 Vision Tour. And I will catch you on the passionful side.